Torsion spacers, which are placed in the rear skid of this 137 Freeride, are going to offer a wider range of adjustment, a smoother feel, an increased spring rate, and no rebound bind kick. I've already gone ahead and installed the first one in the rear skid. The installation of the torsion spacers isn't all that difficult. If you can pull your rear suspension and change your sliders, or take out your shocks, you can tackle this project. It only requires a few small tools and can easily be completed within an hour.
The first step is to make sure that your spring tension blocks are set to number 1 or the lowest tension setting. Next, you're going to want to remove the tension bolt for the lowering bracket in the rear suspension, located right here. And then remove the snap ring with a pair of snap ring pliers. These work really good, and you won't scratch up your lowering bracket by using them versus 2 screwdrivers or another tool. After removing the snap ring, you can go ahead and slide off the lowering bracket, the wheel cover, the spring, and then the wheel. Once the hardware is removed from the upper axle, you can go ahead and remove the nut and bolt from the spring guide. I find it's easiest to use a Torx on a ratchet and another ratchet with a 13 mil on the inside to hold and support the spring in the guide as you loosen it. There is some tension there, so be prepared when it's fully loose to keep your weight on pulling the spring up and out to disengage. Now you can go ahead and remove the spring from the axle. The next step is to use an X-Acto knife to cut off the existing cover. Once you've put the torsion spacer on the shaft, you can go ahead and install the retainer, just like that. And then you're going to use an Allen key to lock these in place. Once the torsion spacer is secured by the retainer, you can go ahead and reinstall your spring. Once the torsion spring is installed over the spacer, you can go ahead and reinstall the rest of the hardware.